Is my stream back? Just realized I need to change. I didn't change my thing. Okay. Looks like stream's back. I'm sorry about this. It going down. Oh, and it shut the entire thing down. Let me reopen it. Let's hope my internet stays up this time. I doubt I kept the Sabatons. Let's just do the hunting guide for now. Oh, I did get to keep that. Well, that's honestly kind of shitty. Because it rewards me for... disconnecting. Okay, where are they? Here we go. They're closer to Cape Westwind. Central Shroud, Storl Haven. I can do that. I need to climb, don't I? That's a Halito Stroper, not a Stroper. Where are the Stropers? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That thing is gonna kill me. Oh, geez, it's gonna kill me. It might actually kill me. Yeah, target out of range. Get it out of range. Jesus Christ. That thing almost killed me. Are you stropers? You're just regular stropers. Okay, good. South Shroud. I should not have used the Natherite ticket there. These are just regular stropers. I could have come here for the stropers. southern Thanalan, the Sagoli Desert. Wait. There was one there. While I'm here, I might as well take care of embracing the beast. The Leviathan of the Dunes? Saw the fearsome bugger not a week ago, preying on a group of merchants south of Birgit Strike. The smart ones dropped their wares, turned tail, and ran. The dumb ones, well, at least they can say they died rich. I was here the whole time. I could have just done this. Sandworms are particularly sensitive to vibrations in the earth, such as those made by running. If you're looking to summon one of the beasts, then I suggest you search for their tracks, then run about it making as much of a clamor as possible. I would also suggest you seek a cure for your madness. Aye, I've seen the beast. Stands 3 moms high, he does, and stirs up sandstorms with each writhe and wriggle. Showed up in me hunting field some years ago and has been swallowing up my would-be prey in that gaping maw of his ever since. Slay the giant sandworm in the Sagoli Desert. Well, might as well. Great, now I have to deal with both of you. Okay, done that. Now where are these smoke bombs? There they are. Don't want your bomb ash. Grass Raptor. Eastern Lanuska. Dreamcatcher Goalie. Oh, I gotta hunt you down. Stop giving me stuff. One more. Just a regular Goobu? Do not be fooled by his jovial laugh, for Jolly Green is hot but joyful. The overgrown Gooboo will snatch up and swallow everything within his grasp, and this includes adventures. Now is the time to turn his frown upside down. Ho, ho, ho. Grass Raptor. My inventory's getting full. I wish I had a bigger inventory. Snipper. Eastern Lonoska. Bloodshore. You're making me travel across the sea? Are these snippers? What the fuck is that one? It's not lupus. Claws so powerful they can split a rock in two. The shell so hard, not even the hammer of a mighty head on conchier can crack it. Crancer, a crab rumored to be spawned in the heavens, has appeared in eastern Loneska. Slay him and become the stuff of legends. Look at that big boy. He's so big. Okay. Bloodshore Bell. They really want me hunting on this Bloodshore. Get off my back, man. I already killed enough of you. I can't go that way. Well, I've reached the end of Bloodshore. Maybe it's down the other way? This is fine. Is this still technically part of Bloodshore? Bloodshore Bell. Bloodshore Bell. Got it. Mischievous spirits of fallen pirates alluring drowsy Casa del Sol retirees from their bedchambers into the turning sea, save the poor septuagenarian so they may continue to spend their hard-earned wealth at the Flying Shark. Now open for brunch. I took on one too many. Okay, so the next thing it wants me to take out is in Corthus Central Highlands. I don't think I've ever been to Corthus. Yeah, no, I haven't even been to Corthus. Corthus Central Highlands, Corthus Central Highlands, Corthus Central Highlands, Outer Leneska Iron Lake. Why is Outer Leneska not in my list? Wait, I had to scroll down. Oops. Oh no, am I stuck? Am I stuck? Let me out. I am out. Okay. This area is a little big for my britches. Ooh. Let's join in this fate. First fate I'm actively joining in. Fate failed. Damn it. This area's a little big for my britches, so let's back off. So that leaves me with, I'm going to try that dungeon again. Hopefully the internet doesn't go down. Duty finder. Brake for X's long jump. Long stop, I mean. Report to Curious George. Must meet Curious George. Isn't Curious George a monkey? Isn't that a book? Ah, puppy, your crystal grows ever stronger. In filling the raging sandworm, the beast within you slowly but surely rouses to wakefulness. When you next do battle, methinks you will find yourself capable of movements heretofore unfamiliar to you. When you've mastered your new talents, return to me. And meanwhile, I shall continue my study of the ancient texts. Inner Beast. Beast gauge cost. Beast gauge when landing. Maim or Storm's Path in a combo. I see. I have a beast gauge now. I'm not just... Hold on. No. Oh, that's cool. So it gets horns and spikes when you turn it on. That's cool. That's cool. I like the beast gauge. I like that. Just waiting on this dungeon queue. Please, please do not. Current strength overwords wrath. This animalistic rage is required to execute several actions such as Inner Beast and Steel Cyclone. Will grow weaker upon using that music certain. finding a new member. God damn it. Heckin'. Heckin' heck. What the heck? What is with the bunny man? What is with the bunny man? That's so good. That's so good. I want that outfit. It must be like an Easter thing. So good. Oh my god. It caught me by surprise. I did not expect to run into a bunny man today. I forgot tank stance. Damn it. Wish it would auto tank stance. I need to make that second nature though. If I'm not mistaken, a group of Zizzes come in midway through this. No? I don't need that. I don't need a book. I don't need that clogging up my inventory. I have no plans to be whatever class that is anytime soon. A Marauder's ring. I'll take that. It's built for me. It's built specifically for me. What are we doing? Are we fighting something up there? Maybe there's extra loot? Or a key? Extra loot. No one opened it. Infantry gloves. Okay, now please don't disconnect this time. Okay, good. We're further than we were before. Marauder's ring is placed in my chest. I got the Marauder's ring. Nice. Oh, Jesus! That's a big boy. An infantry shirt. God, they're just giving us the whole infantry set. Big boy's back! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I did not have time to get away from that. Oh, jeez. Jeez. Get away from the blobs. Stay away from the blobs. Gladiator's arm and shield. I don't need those. Gotta be hand lending. Gotta be hand lending. Marauder Spring. Look at that. I received 3 player commendations. They all honored me. Hello again, my friend. It's quite obvious that you have been anything but idle in your training since we last met. Your progress is heartening to look upon, truly, but it also serves to remind me that each hour I spend poring over the ancient texts is an hour not spent honing my skills. I fear my worth on the battlefield is diminishing by the day. Yet I am certain my studies of the Chronicles will yield something of use. In fact, just last night I discovered how the warriors of my tribe came to be shunned by the outside world. Upon witnessing my people's prowess with the axe, the armies of the city-states began to incorporate similar techniques into their own training regimens. These are the self-same techniques I've been instructing you in, Poppy, the ones which call upon the inner beast. The consequences, of course, were dire. Yes, the soldiers became nigh unstoppable, but they also became wholly uncontrollable. Both friend and foe fell prey to the ensuing carnage. Of course, the heads of the city-states laid the blame for these atrocities solely at the feet of my kind, promptly banning the ancient art and imprisoning anyone suspected of teaching it. Not so the chronicles say. What I find hard to grasp, though, is that never once during my training did my brother hint at this dark history, nor have myself ever seen one of my tribe succumb to the rage that the chronicles describe. Could it be that the tales are mere falsehoods, stories concocted by some long-forgotten enemy who would poison our heritage and befoul our tribe's name? Who in their right mind would seek to sully something so pure? And why would my ancestors simply bow their heads and suffer such ignominy? That my people should be so weak, so utterly bereft of pride, is inexplicable. I refuse to believe it. It matters not if these claims are groundless. If they prompted my tribe's art to fade into obscurity, then the damage has already been done. Well, I, for one, will not turn a blind eye to this injustice. If none of my people will give the lie to the stories that have so tarnished our reputation, it shall have to be me. But once again I lose myself in history and forget the present. If you recall, I spoke to you, my former comrade from the company of heroes, and the great woolly beast we have been pursuing. The beast remains on the loose, and to toss a ponce of salt on the wound, fell creatures that appear to be its minions have been wreaking havoc on the innocent residents of Wineport. Were you and I to succeed in quelling the threat, surely people would see that warriors are no fearsome beasts, but valuable allies. Together, Poppy, we will win back our proud name. Now let us away to Wineport to meet the captain of the militia. Captain in Wineport. Ah! I have an aura. That's so cool. Oh, I need to eat. Keep forgetting to eat.
Psst, Goody Uplander has thinks of Gobby Flock. Flighty beast was tricksy foe, but Uplander outwitted them with plans making. Uplander has goodly head for fighty think. Brave Fox happy gives tasty fresh Gobby treats to clever Uplander. Cheese is stinky sweet Gobby treat, special make with secret Gobby arts. No party complete without Gobby Gouda, Brave Fox ever say.
The things we do for cheese. I could really go for some cheese. Cheese is so good. Oh, get off my back. Sit down. Before I go back to talk with that guy, I want to go over here. To Wineport, attune to the crystal, and speak to the militia captain. Not necessarily in that order, because the militia captain is right here. Yeah, in that order, because I'll forget otherwise. My friends, Wineport is much obliged for your aid. The fiends come relentlessly, and what few able-bodied men we have find themselves hopelessly outmatched. Indeed, the western gates have been so besieged that they are currently left without any man defense. Leave the defense to us, my good man. I will secure the western gate. Poppy, you defend the town from the east. Together we will form a bulwark that not a single fiend can penetrate. Once the enemy has been driven back, we return here to back up the captain. Got it, Poppy? Okay. Where am I going? Here. as well do this since I'm here.
Get off my back!
Oh, geez.
Not you two! Ah, there's more! God dang it. More? Okay. Report to the militia captain. Thank the 12 you're safe. We've needed your skills yet. I just heard a scream and I fear one of the beasts might be loose within the village. Come with me. I've heard of birds flying, but this is ridiculous. You monster! Get away! Get away! Monster? But, I... Come no closer, Poppy. I beg of you. I must return to the falls.
Whatever has gotten into Curious George? 'Tis true that he fought like a man possessed, but to mistake him for the very beast he hunts, methinks the child's parents have been feeding her a few too many ghost stories for her own good. Worry not, friend. I shall speak to the villagers and clear up this most unfortunate misunderstanding. Do return to the falls and assure Curious George that Wineport is indebted to him for his aid. And now we take the ferry back to the other side of this big river, or whatever it is. Ferry skipper. God, 40 gil again? Ow. Poppy, please forgive me for leaving so abruptly earlier. It was a hasty reaction to a situation for which I was completely unprepared. While both you and I know that I was in complete control of my inner beast, I now realize that to the layman's eye it may have seemed that, well, the opposite was true. Mayhap it was this very misapprehension that lent weight to the lies which led to my tribe's disgrace. And if that is the case, then perhaps I should return once more to the Chronicles and endeavor to reassess their message in light of this discovery. Speaking of light, your soul crystal, Poppy, it sparkles. Does the soul of warrior have aught to reveal to you? Any whispers of import? If only they hadn't forsaken me, as they did my brother. Ahem. Yes, well, I suppose that is that. I must continue my studies and you your training. I hope to have something new for both of us very soon. Until then, my friend. To all nearby enemies. Combo action. Overpower. Ooh, I finally get an overpower. Ooh. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. I'll put that there. I'm not high enough level for him. I need to be level 5. Dang it. I've caught up to that. One of these is going to attack me. How did I get through that with none of them attacking me? Boom, 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 boom. Grumpy Kitten again. I love that name. I gather you solved Brayflox's little problem. By the gods, that unholy stench! This is, definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, this should be quite flavorful. How is it made? Ah, it's best you remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned what kind of milk they use. Ugh. All of these are weaker than what I have. Bravo, Poppy. Thanks to you, our guests shall be honored with a marvelous banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally expensive aperitif? Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport and seek out Shamani Lomani, another famous former member of the company. Are they Lalafell? Because I got a rhyming name. All you have to do is give him this order slip. He'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you I do actually need that wine. And while you're there, give Shamani Lomani my regards. It's a Lalafell, isn't it? I know, because I've been noticing the names because I want to rename my character to something that has a rhyming name. I'm still debating on what. Nope, it only costs 100. Okay. Where is this Lalafell? Shamani Lomani. They're over this way. I knew it was a Lalafell!
Sweet. No, sweat, grime, and blood. I, Eureka Blood, an adventurer, unless I'm mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? An order? Let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster. The paper smells of loam and perfume, Costa del Sol, and there's also the unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yep, Master Gigaruju would not settle for anything less than the best. Dirtweiss and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. Ah, but perhaps you are confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways, but you've no interest in my affairs. You wished only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of that work, none can deny that it pays well. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to check what I have. Popoti Compoti. Yeah, that's what the... Popoti Compoti is the name I'm currently hovering on. Popoti Compoti. I think it's adorable. Ah, but you grow impatient, and Waistcat must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my position is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Beerglant, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbrand. Somehow, I doubt he'll be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must need to beg his assistance. What is it with the must needs? The must needs. I've never heard that outside of this game, but it uses it so much. We must needs beg. Like, that sounds so awkward. And I've never heard it said that way, like, outside of this game.
What rank amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of his polluted swill. What is it? I am in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. That neophyte bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you Gobu urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight.
I take it he said no? Really? In those words? Well, I cannot say I am surprised. While there's no denying his passion and skill, the wine baron of Limsa Laminsa is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach.
I leveled up! High potion of increases intelligence. Why? I don't want your high potions. I don't want them. I never use my own high potions, let alone high potions of strength and dexterity and vitality.
There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say the grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Ahem, pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I just scented my immortal flesh and was one with all creation. But as it is too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. Little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Bergalant to pour with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vignerons attending to the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them?
I don't think that they would give up a bottle of... That's like a collector's item. Don't wine collectors go really crazy over that kind of stuff? How do I get up there? Or are they behind? No? Where are they? Maybe I can find this one? What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. Never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late. Oh, there's stairs there. No gate can block me. fools. Ow. Hold on. Okay. Do rim, follow rim.
Bacchus wine? Bah, don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never counted on a bloody primal blowing up my goddamn house.
Yeah, I didn't think anyone would have it, let alone give it up.
No luck, Most regrettable, but we had to try. Ah, but Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintenier. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Ogomoro, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much I could experience, even in my condition. It helped me find a new direction in life. Breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia which once filled me with hope may be forever lost to us. I don't want your potions of strength. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there's much of I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there's a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect he was looking for a place to die, because I very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Dress took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me to find my new calling. Though I'm still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like to know him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I'd be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Dress sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully docks, so perhaps Ritskilt can tell you where to find him.
Ritskilt. I can pronounce names. Boom, boom, bam, bam. What was that? Was that a spell? That was cool. What is he doing? Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit? Aye, I tossed him a few kills when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, and I sure as hell don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best well leave him alone, I say. If you've a mind to find him, though, then head southwest to the Severed String.
Southwest we go.
Just ninja things. Hi, Remlock. Don't make me fight the toad. Don't make me fight the toad. Don't make me fight the toad. Good. Technically, I could run away if it targeted me, but where's the fun in that? What do you want? Wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? I...
God! Can I...
There. The frog emote. Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing, it keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please, make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. Slay dung midge swarms. Here we go. We gotta fight some things. Shezmu? Is that like an Ultra Gubu? One more. Mildewed Gabu. It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me, even after what my comrades and I did to your city, our country. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others, no one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I, I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. I don't want these. My inventory is full with junk you guys are giving me. I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Earlier today at the Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine. See, it should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Chamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same.
It has been some time, Poppy. What news do you have of Dressed? Ah, yes, I recall you did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We're not so different, Dressed and I. 2 men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. It is past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Poppy.
Oh, Goobo Sprouting! I get the little Goobo!
By the gods, Poppy, listen! I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've just discovered something extraordinary about Dressed palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows.
The goop at the end of the tunnel.
If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Dressed found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers.
I get a Goobo Sproutling. The adorable Goobo will be mine. Oh, bugger off. Oh, hello again. What is it? Well, it's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. Didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh gubu tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from the vines growing on the back of one such beast? If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some gubus are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. Shazmoo! I've seen you before. No! No! No!
What did you just have to say, Poppy? Tell me everything. Ah, I was right. This smell, this texture. I hold in my hands a Bacchus grapevine cutting.
Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe a common adventurer and a novice vintner could. 12 is my witness. It is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? What? You would offer this to me? But why?
There's none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Bergelin. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting.
I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across the Yorza will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine.
Sir, you needn't... Wait, the shape of this bottle, the scent of this label. This couldn't possibly be a 1547 Bacchus. But that's impossible. Its vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity.
It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time. But now I realize that was never meant for me. It should be saviored by the saviors of Wineport, I say.
He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gigiruju will find no finer wine. You have forever changed Wineport, Poppy. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. But do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Waistcat. Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I am a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection.
Just teleport me there. Get me across the sea. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me. So what of the wine I asked you to bring? Is that 7 hells of 1547 Bacchus? Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit I didn't think you had it in you, but congratulations, Poppy. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin?
Goober Sprouting! He's so goofy! Look at him! He's almost as big as me! You have the look of a woman who has been to the 7th hell and back. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in her own honor, and while the shadow of Titan looms over us all, it beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace.
Lady Yastolta! Oh.
Lady Companion! A thousand pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, madame. Had I known, I never would have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable orders.
Come now. She must have sensed something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Eorza for a banquet, did you?
Spare her your mockery, Captain. Your intent wasn't clear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Poppy has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten her.
Aye, fair's fair. There's no sense in hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be god-slayers by his own criteria. If even one found her wanting, she would be rejected without a second thought. But if she proved herself worthy, we swore we would do our utmost to support her cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. To send wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the
5 of you deigned to test Poppy with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I am sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? She's a brave one, that much is certain. She willingly walked into the midst of danger, despite my repeated warnings that could cost her her life. Her skill is undeniable. She stalked her prey as relentlessly as a child of the sands, and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days only care for fortune and glory. Poppy, however, is a kind and generous soul. I'm certain she has no shortage of loyal allies who would gladly fight her at her side. Psst, Skull! Well, why the Uplander is talentful plansmaker, tricksy foe for mighty Rockman.
I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We 5 of the company of heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, Poppy Combatir, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea.
I cannot again, because I have a better helmet.
With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, Poppy Combatir, Titan's Bane.
Poppy Combatir, Titan's Bane! Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun.
Partake of the feast. The feast! Om nom nom. Om nom 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 nom. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration.
When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of Limsa Laminsa, Eorzea, or anything beyond his chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone.
Psst,
God, the Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighty think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to the rescue this time.
Ah, Poppy, you brave fool. Promise me when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him London now sends his regards. You are a veteran of countless battles, Poppy. This is but one more. Trust your experience and you will prevail. You are blessed with a fortitude to rival the oath itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think.
You were kind to indulge them, Poppy. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan is yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again.
Mount speed in Lonesca has increased. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lonesca. There you will meet with Riol, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you give him the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at 3 locations I mark. Only then will he meet you at this 4th location. I realize this must seem excessive now, but you will see it as more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks inherent in our method.
Where am I going?
Where is he? No? No? Where is he? He's up there. Greetings, lass. Might you be the one the captain said would come calling? Aye, I thought so. Pay attention now, 'cause I ain't explaining myself twice. Years ago, when we were weighing up how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across this beastman Aetherite, see? What's that look for? Not familiar with them? He speaks of an unamplified Aetherite which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such Aetherites and those which you have used on countless occasions, Poppy. Ah, well, if it isn't the Charlian, lass. Welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had planned to await your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Old Gormo form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I've long pondered. Ha! Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step and the next thing you know you got 100 tons of rock in your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding the way around, and it was that got us thinking. I mean, Ugamaro mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? And getting around the city that big would be a right pain in the arse if you didn't have an Ethernet, wouldn't it? So it stood the reason the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were Aetherite shards in the depths of Ogomoro, you would have needed to attune yourselves to them before you could identify their signatures with the live stream. Ah, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had the Charlian broke to help us, see? Delivered us right into Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it wasn't nothing any Charlian shoulder worth her salt couldn't manage. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the Aetherites in question happened to be Ah, yes, but in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, a second party would be required to... It is possible, in theory at least, yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend upon whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you are, lass. Don't you worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we go to Zelma's Run and take a closer look at that aetherite? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not you can't handle mine. Oh, my food wore off again. Dang it. So this is the aetherite the company of heroes used to gain access to Titan Sanctuary. It is a Papalimo speculated. In its present state, the aetherite signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you will have to proceed without me, Poppy. I must needs remain here and supplement this beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the aetherite signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such time as I do, you will be on your own. Now let us see if I am worth my salt. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation. A navel. Enter the navel. The navel. It sounds like the opposite of threatening. Oh, jeez. I pissed him off. pissed him off. Look at this good boy. He turned away from the camera. Look at this good boy. Look at him. Quit running away. Look at him. Look at him. Dang it. Majestic.
Look, an Overdweller. Yes, yes, an invader from above. She uses our Aether rights against us. She has defiled Titan's sacred sanctuary. Trespassed, violated, defiled. Overdwellers must leave. Overdwellers must fly. Brothers and sisters, fear her not. Her fate shall be decided by the Lord of Crags. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of the covenant. You shall be first to face judgment, then Limsa Laminsa and her oathbreakers, liars, betrayers, oathbreakers. Oh, great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you! Titan, we summon you! Oh, great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you! Titan, we summon you!
Oh, hello, big boy.
Here he is! He has come! He has come! The Lord of Crags, Titan, has come!
Overdweller, art thou deaf to their weeping? The vile kind coveteth thee in their blessing of the land, and murdereth my children by the score, all in service to greed. Such sins are beyond pardon. Ah, but I am not the first to suffer their defiance. Thou didst bring Ifrit low. Goddess Overdweller, the myriad heresies shall not go unpunished. Upon thee I shall wreak a terrible vengeance.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I need to get my combos in order. Oh, shit. I fell off the edge. I didn't know. I thought I was supposed to go to the very edge. Okay, why can't I target him? I can't target him. Oh, geez, here we go again. There we go. I think that's the first time I've died in this game. He fell.
Lord of Crags, Great Father Titan has fallen. The crimes of overdwellers shall never be forgiven, never be forgotten. No, no, never. 'Twas Durkan who broke the covenant. We have only acted in defense of our lands. Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace. Until our dying breaths we shall defy you. Deny, decry, defy!
Now these are the readings one would expect of an icon. I have seen enough. We proceed as planned.
Are you sure that is wise, my lord? Your curiosity is untested and unproven.
We do not know its true capabilities. Then trust in mine, Retian. My curiosity, as you so eloquently put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why, if there to be truth in the legends, it could readily subjugate the whole of Eorzea, given but a while longer. Is that not so? It is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized.
What you say may well be true, but while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war.
Oh, but they will. Have a little faith, my friend.
I cannot endorse this course of action.
Fool. And now she has a fourth. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer. Farther you have come, your work is far from done.
And not remain to mock his passing. Well, the Asians are nothing if not elusive. It's of little wonder that they should cast advanced teleportation magics as well. But that they would choose to consort with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? I feared I might arrive too late, but I see you have the matter well in hand. I have taken measures to ensure we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I will follow on. There is something I must investigate before I depart. I will teleport you to the Aetheryte in Zelma's Run, and we will rendezvous at Camp Bronze Lake. Agreed? Yo, you good fam? Daddy checking up on you. I was looking at the cutscene, dude. It's called cutscene. It's called a cutscene. God. Do people forget that there are still newbies to the game? No patience. Come on. I am relieved to see you well, but come, let us discuss our next step. The word will have already reached the Maelstrom Command. Protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Poppy. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. My Gobo do a sneeze. He's so adorable. I can return to Limsa after all this time. No, no stairs here. It is good to see you, Private Combatir. Word of your triumph reached me some while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit and now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly, and there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. Suffice to say, we are glad to have a scion in our ranks. I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Until next time, Private. Poppy, this is Menphilia. Istilla has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Istilta emerged from Ogamoros unscathed, while Tatra and the others seemed as glad of that as they did of Titan's fall. We can look forward to a hero's welcome. We'll be awaiting your return at Waking Sands. There's much to discuss. Godspeed.
Let me just use the Vesper Bay, the right ticket. Get there real fast. What the heck? What the heck?
This one is glad. Walking on is safe.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Thank heaven she is safe. Louis Soir, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time, it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Why are there Garleans here? What the heck?
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring her forth, and you may yet know mercy.
surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions. There speaks the supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So, it would seem.
I didn't even have time to get back.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
Oh. Oh, jeez.
No!
Conditions of surrender. Denied.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough!
Jesus.
We leave. Bring the prisoners.
Walking one Menphilia asked this one to, in case Walking One returned, this one was to say, at church in Eastern Thanalan, Walking One must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect Walking One Menphilia from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save. Well, heck. Something tells me there's a traitor in our midst. That is not a coral kitten. That is just a cat.
Is something troubling you, my child? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. If there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. The wild roses. I see. You may speak freely here. We are all friends of the Scions. How could this have happened? And you are certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Garleans? Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's. I have known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and I will gladly offer the self-same service to her brother and sister Scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marquet, would you come here for a moment? Yes, father? Oh, he's an old man too. I have two old men. If you require assistance, please speak with Marquet. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain. Marquet is a survivor of the Battle of Carteneau. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would have surely perished in the desert. Marquet, I want you to look after Poppy. Do you understand? Yes, father. Excuse me, Poppy. Do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horologe which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There's something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device it will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Camp Drybone in my stead to obtain a bull-point chisel and a pair of needle-nose pincers. They are often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be the best people to ask. Of course, I do not expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this coin purse. That should cover it. So we're just gonna, glaze over what just happened. We're not gonna mount a rescue force or anything. It's just back to business as usual. A ballpoint chisel, you say? And a pair of needle-nose pincers? Those things don't come cheap, you know. The Thal's balls! I mean, yes, that should be sufficient payment. Nice doing business with you. Have you brought the tools I requested? Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, this sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. Pardon me, Poppy. This was a mistake. Please give the horologe to Sister Elunid. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it best that it be returned to him.
Good evening to you, madame. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passage of time? Mayhap they are more common in Garlemald. I am given to understand its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marquet said it belonged to the deceased. Oh dear, you don't suppose that the owner might have been a Gallian spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But, mayhap more importantly, how did Marquet manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs.
Look at my inventory. It is almost full. A steel bulge. It's not as good as my shard axe.
I recognize you now, Poppy. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the Waking Sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure.
Oh. Okay, back to Vesper Bay. I should stop soon. I've been going for almost 4 hours now. This was supposed to be a short stream. This is a short stream for me.
Eh? You don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lich yard they go. I'm thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. 'Twas the stuff of nightmares, I tell you. God's damned Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folks, and I sure as hells don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, I ain't seen you around here before. Do you just have one of these faces? Oh, ain't I seen you around here before? Or do you just have one of them faces? Oh, never mind. Any road, there's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lich yard out by the east gate. There's only 8 up left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I'm in mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folks are starting to turn.
I think I'll do a few more quests and then I'll call it. He's really taking their time on this. That last one was quick. What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss them in the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. Well, ain't you a strong one? 4 in one trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. Come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. Bit insensitive. Should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the lich yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that all our work here is done. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that, for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. Ooh, that's better than what I have. Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there's one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to our people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. There's only oh, I skipped it. I'm probably gonna end soon, so I'm not gonna waste a piece of food. Second thought, I'm gonna waste a piece of food. Because I have so much. Ever since I started cooking, I have so much food.
This one is surprised to see Walking One in Little Solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? Neuroxia, but this one does not understand. Comoxio, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace. But why? These ones have not requested further aid. Neuroxia, how did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once.
You can always find it in the Invent tab. Oh, okay.
So, not only Neuroxia, but many of the Walking One's friends were lost as well. Neuroxia went to Thonalon at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neuroxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuroxia was brave. Tell this one that Neuroxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Neuroxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Neuroxia's death be for naught. These ones would fight.
Yep, it is there. Thanks for telling me. I'm bound to forget, though.
We thank you for your service to the church and to the sylphs. You may be pleased to know that, in your absence, we interned the remaining scions in the Lich Yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Poppy.
And I'm back to having a pirate bandana. Where's the next quest? Marquet again.
I am not imagining it, Poppy. I know I'm being watched. This is different, sinister. It is as if I am under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when I last ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it.
Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. Imperial Frumentarius. What are the Imperials doing here? You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Iliud must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forfend that such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marquet was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. Alphino, what are you doing here?
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, Hear me, Sid. Eorzea needs you.
Sid, was it? Here, these belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me, is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you? Alfino Leveilleur, at your service.
I'll never pronounce that correctly.
As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
Mount speed in eastern Thonalon has been increased. Hooray! What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Poppy. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity. Much like the Great Gabu Wall of Ul'dah, it states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Korthus. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgord Flout, the closest settlement to Korthus. Mayhap the Serpent Station there have records of the events that transpired that day. I had hoped that you might rest for your journeys for a time, but I see the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid, Poppy. Alright, I think I'm going to call this stream. I'm getting tired. So, yeah, thanks to everyone who dropped by. Oh, Miscellaneous! Thank you for dropping in. I'm actually just about to end the stream because I'm tired. I need to be ready for term stream on Saturday. Been here for a while? Well, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. You just forgot to hit enter. Oof. That's an oof. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'm forgetful. Go bed. No, you don't need to apologize. You don't need to apologize. I'm grateful that you watched. Okay, we can read Lily Bell. She's streaming Minecraft. Is she currently? Why do you have to give me an ad when I'm checking if she's currently there?
Colors are an essential element.
Why?
And I play with them in many different ways.
Why do you have to give me an ad? Please do stretch and hydrate. Yes, I will.
Oh, hi, Arrow. Welcome. Thanks for the raid.
Moon. Okay.
Play with us?
I'm gonna raid in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks for watching. I might be back tomorrow with another stream. We'll see. But my current plans are I'm actually gonna help Term with his stream on Saturday.
What's my favorite color?
So
I like brown.
thanks for watching.